Hey guys, who's here? Welcome back to another edition of the transfer tier list. This week we have 8 ins, if I've wrote that out, 7 ins and 5 outs. We've got a lot to get through. We're going to get on with it. We're going to start with Carlos Baleba. Brighton will be demanding 100 million plus for Baleba due to this. According to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United will revive their efforts to sign the 21-year-old midfielder in 2026. So, for that basis, I'm still putting it at 25%. I think there's a small chance it still could happen if sales are made, but I do think that it's on the more back burner for next season. With that, let's look at the alternatives and who might be brought in the meantime. Because United asked me weighing up whether or not to make a bid for Crystal Palace and England midfielder Adam Wharton. I think this is a 50-50. Purely on the basis, if you can't get Baleba and you want to get someone in this season, you're looking at the alternatives. Is Adam Wharton a very good defensive midfielder? Yes, he is. Is he possibly above the quality of a part of a Crystal Palace? I would argue yes. I think he is a very good player. I think that he would work very well in Manchester United. He's Premier League proven, and it would suit. So, I'm going to get 50% because there's not been a lot of information about it. It's just over the last 24 hours or so that this has come in. So, we'll see how it goes. The other player being looked at is Morten Hjulmand. United are lining up a £50 million deal for the Sporting and Denmark midfielder. Again, I'm going to put this on the 50% mark. I think that one of these three will come in. I do think the midfield is still a little bit unbalanced. We saw it against Arsenal that Casemiro did a job. Did he do a phenomenal job? I don't think he did. I think he did enough. But will he be able to do that all season? I don't think so. So, I think we need to bring someone in. And all these players have a different skill set to what's there currently. So I think that is definitely worth looking into. We now come to the keeper section of our day, because due to Andre Onana being left out of Manchester United's Premier League opener against Arsenal, the Sun has reported the club is considering a shock move to bring Spanish goalkeeper David De Gea back from Fiorentina. This, I think, is less likely than Baleba because it's been reported in the Sun. Don't believe what you see in the Sun. I think that's very likely, unlikely, should I say. However, United are committed their transfer funds to other positions after inquiring about Aston Villa and Argentina goalkeeper Emilio Martinez and Paris Saint-Germain in Italy goal stopper Gianluigi Donnarumma. Put there. I'm putting them more at the 50% mark, but they're down here. I think I'll put Donnarumma there. I did say last week that I do think Donnarumma will become a Manchester United player. There have been talks with him and City, even though they've just signed a goalkeeper. But, you know, Pep Guardiola and all likes to develop his players. I think that I'm less inclined to say that one of these will become a United player. I do think that Amorim is looking at a goalkeeper, though. Leaving Onana off the squad. And the antics of Bayende yesterday didn't really help his situation either. And our bonkers transfer in for the week is that United are interested in Paris Saint-Germain and South Korean midfielder Lee Kang-in, who's considering leaving the French club for more game time. I think this is less likely. I think it's more likely than David De Gea, less likely than Baleba. So it's going down there. I don't know whether he would fit into the squad, where he would fit into the squad. Maybe as one of the 10s. But we've just bought Mbeumo. We've just bought Cunha. We've got Mount. We've got Beidou. We've got Abad. We've got Fernandez. There are a lot of 10s. You can't have that many 10s. And then I bring in another one. So I think that's less likely to happen. Now to the outs. Because now that United have signed Benjamin Šeško, United have shifted focus of offloading the bomb squad, Jadon Sancho Alejandro Garnacho, and Anthony. We'll deal with Anthony first, so there's not got any further information on it. I do think he leaves. I think he's going to Real Betis. It's just a matter of time. Now, Alejandro Garnacho. United are expecting Chelsea to make a bid for Garnacho, but the Chelsea's hopes are that they can get it for significantly less than United's asking price of £50 million, and believe £35 million is the fair price. Blues will only sign Garnacho from Manchester United if they can unload 2 forwards. We better make it quick, boys, because we want rid of him. I think he is likely to go as well. His attitude stinks. We've seen now the quality of Cunha and Mbeumo. I just don't think that Garnacho gets into the squad now. It's a shame, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have players that want to play for Manchester United rather than want to have personal glory. Speaking of personal glory, United are ready to accept Roma's offer for a loan with an obligation to buy for Jadon Sancho, but are waiting for the 25-year-old to make the final decision. Why is it on Sancho to make the final decision? That's my question. Sancho's salary is a sticking point in a £20 million move, as the England winger is keen to see if any clubs will step in and match his weekly salary of £250,000 a week. Breaking news, nobody will. But Jadon Sancho will leave. 100% will leave at the end of this window. I'll be absolutely gobsmacked if Jadon Sancho is still a Manchester United player by the end of the transfer window. I think Roma are in the front running. A £20 million deal seems to be the one that's happening. But we'll see what happens with that. And finally, in the bomb squad, Roma have also made contact with United about a deal for the 26-year-old Netherlands left-back Tyrell Malacia, who is also interesting Besiktas. I think Malacia is definitely more likely to go. Put him down, let's say 5% of the low end. It's just finding him a place to go. There's not been much about Malacia, to be fair. But Roma seem to be interested. There's also interest in Besiktas. Obviously, all these there. So either one will do. We'll get rid of Malacia. He's not going to play. He's behind the pecking order of Dorgu, I think had a great game yesterday against Arsenal. We've also brought in Leon. We've also got Amas. There's no room for a Malacia in this team, I don't think, anymore. So we'll ship him out. Hopefully a double-digit £1 million figure for him, and we'll look to refund that into somebody else. Hopefully a Baleba, a Wharton, a Hulmand, or a goalkeeper. And finally, Rasmus Højlund. He is open to leaving Manchester United this summer, with AC Milan trying to negotiate a loan deal with an option to buy. It's since been reported that Milan are also keen to push through a £30 million deal. A £30.2 million deal. Followed them up, and Fulham are also showing interest in Højlund. Again, I think he is on his way out. It's getting to a point now where the ins are looking less and less likely, just due to the fact that we've made our main purchases. I think we will be looking at probably one more in. I'm thinking it's a goalkeeper, because Alvin basically avoided the question about goalkeepers twice yesterday. So I think that's more likely going to happen. But yes, guys, that is our transfer list for this week. There won't be one next week because I'm away and I won't have time to get it done while I'm away. So we'll do a bumper one for the week after, which will be close to the end of the window, actually. It might be the end of the window. We'll see. But guys, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you haven't, leave a dislike, comment with what you want to see on the channel. Subscribe if you are new. Until next time, guys. Take care.